Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm gonna be making oven baked beans pudding, popularly known as moi moi. For this recipe I'm gonna be using 3 cups of brown beans, which is very delicious, but you can use any beans of your choice. So I'm just gonna rinse and soak it in water for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes I'm gonna wash it to remove the skin. I have a video on how to wash or peel beans. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. You can check it out later. Brown beans is not only delicious, it is very easy to peel. I washed this within 15 to 20 minutes and it is clean. So what I'm gonna do is to soak it overnight. You could soak it for about 5 to 8 hours or more. I'm gonna put mine in the fridge so that it doesn't go bad, but in case you cannot do that, just add a piece of charcoal. It's gonna prevent it from going bad. So this is the next day. As you can see, they have increased in size and are tender. It is time to blend it. So let me introduce the other ingredients. I'm gonna be using 2 large bell peppers, a large onion, seasoning cubes and salt, vegetable oil. You can use any oil of your choice. I'm also gonna be using whole crayfish. As you can see, both of them are whole crayfish, but one is well selected. This one is well selected. As you can see, there are no heads or pokey parts, but this one that is not well selected, I'm gonna blend with the beans while I'm gonna add this to the blended beans. I'm also gonna be using 3 habanero peppers. You can use as many as you want, and also 2 raw eggs. I'm also gonna be using water bath, which I'm gonna place directly under the rack that I'm gonna place the moi moi on, so that it will help create steam. I have already preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. As you can see, I'm using cupcake pan. You can use any pan of your choice. I'm just gonna grease the pan. You can grease the pan before or after you blend the beans. It doesn't really matter. This is a 24 cup pan, which is perfect for making a large batch. Because I'm gonna have some left over, I'm gonna grease some other cups that I'm gonna steam on the stove top, but you could still bake them if you want. It is time to blend the beans, so I'm gonna be adding the onion and the peppers, beans and water. I'm gonna blend it till it forms a very smooth paste. So when you are blending the beans, don't add a lot of water to blend it. Just add enough water to move the blade, and you add water as needed, because when you add too much water, there is no way to reduce the water, so it is better to add water as needed. So if this is your first time on my channel, or you are a returning viewer and you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so that you can get an alert whenever I post a video. Like and share the video. Thank you and God bless you. Like I said before, add water as needed because we don't want to strain the blender. Even though we don't need a lot of water, but we still need water to blend it. After blending the beans for a while, I like to check it with my fingers to feel the texture to see if it is smooth. If it is not, I'll continue blending. But if it is, I'm gonna pour it out of the cup and repeat the same process until I'm done. As you can see, I saved some of the puree from the last batch. This is gonna help the next batch blend nicely without needing more water or a lot of water. I'm also gonna add in the seasoning cubes and the crayfish because this is the last batch. Instead of adding more water, I like to add some of the puree from the first batch. It reduces the chances of it becoming too loose or runny. And again, feel free to add water because we're going to still add more water to loosen it if it is too thick. After blending it for a while, I'm going to add in the 2 eggs and blend until it is smooth. this is the final check and it is smooth. I'm gonna add it to the other batch and mix to combine. So let me use this opportunity to send a very special shout out to all those that have subscribed. You guys are the best. I love you. Thank you and God bless you. So this is a good time to add more water. You can adjust it to your preference. If you want a loose batter or a softer moi moi, add more water. But this is perfect for me because I don't like that whitish thing that forms on top of soft moi moi. So it is time to add the selected crayfish I told you at the beginning and salt to taste. I'm just gonna mix everything to combine. When you are adding salt to the batter, be careful not to add too much salt. And after you have added salt, it is very important to taste it so that you can adjust the salt, because when the moi moi is cooked, you cannot adjust it. Now that everything is set, it is time to add the last ingredient, which is the oil. I just heated up some oil in the microwave. You can do that on the stove top. Sometimes I like to do it this way because it wakes up everything and it tastes so good. After mixing the oil in properly, it is time to pour in the batter into the cupcake pan. I'm gonna try not to fill each cup to the brim because moi moi tends to rise after it is cooked. So when I'm done, I'm just gonna clean off any mess and bake it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Like I said before, I'm gonna place it directly above the water bath. So for the leftover batter, I'm just gonna steam this batch on the stove top. It is possible to place them on the pan in the oven to bake at the same time, but I just think it is very unnecessary, so that's why I want to do it on the stove top. But feel free to do it whichever way you want. The water is already hot. I'm just gonna place the moi moi in the steam basket and cover them with foil paper, then cook for about 30 minutes. The purpose of covering the moi moi with foil is to prevent water from accumulating in the moi moi due to condensation. Condensation is when steam turns to water. 25 minutes later, the moi moi is ready. In case you are in doubt that the moi moi might not be done all the way, check with a toothpick. When it comes out clean, you know it is done. Oven baked moi moi is an excellent way to cook your moi moi if you are cooking for a large crowd and you have other things to cook. It will enable you to cook everything simultaneously, not waiting for one to be done before moving on to the next. This moi moi was so delicious, especially when paired with this spicy fish pepper sauce. In case you are interested in the pepper sauce, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. You can check it out later. And in case you have any leftover moi moi, you can just put them in the container and refrigerate them for about a week or so. Trust me, it's gonna be gone before a week. So thank you guys for watching. Till I see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.